Hello everyone, my name is Shivi Bhatt and I'll be explaining you about the airline management system over here. So basically we have the three use cases to implement. First is the managed travel agency where we will be searching and listing all the flights from and to and across all airliners. So other is the register airliner where we'll be creating a new airliner and new airliner profiles, viewing it. Then third is the manage customers. For manage customer, we will create the customers, we'll search for the best flights and book it. While booking, we have many options like one way, round way, and multi-city. So now you can see here the architecture, which is very simple. So basically it is a hierarchy level model. So you can see here airliner has the fleet and the must flight schedule and is also associated with the travel agency. Fleet has also airplane. For example, airliner JetBlue has many fleets and it has airplanes such as A320 and 737 like that. And these airplanes has many flights, and then a flight has a seat. So likewise, if a travel agency is booking for a customer, then it should have a reservation, and then reservation have a seat, which is also associated with the flight. So this is all how the architecture is. So let me quickly show you the three use cases, how it is working. So first I will register for airline, because for the travel agency there should be an airline to be registered. So this is my main landing page. Let me run it. So yeah, this is the first look of it, and then when I click on manage travel agency, we have these options like register for airline, book the flight, and manage customer, and manage booking, and the view flight. View flight is nothing but the search for the flights. So now I'll click on register airliner, where I'll select add airline and then create one airline. I'll create one airline as JetBlue and then select the size and headquarter as Boston. Create. Okay, it is created and then it is populated. Now I'll show you how this create airliner is working in backend. So my create airliner is here. So this is the page where I created the airline just a few seconds back. As soon as I click on create, it will set all the values of airline name and fleet size and headquarter to airline Pojo class. So let me show you that. So as soon as I click, I just came here. I'm just checking the validations because we have done the validations for it. And here the airliner class is there. We have created the object and then we are setting the airliner details over here. Okay, so now when we have created this, I'll go to the manage airliner and see my airliners. Okay, so right now I have only JetBlue. I'll create one more for you. So add airplane, then American airline. I'm just giving the fleet size as to just for show purpose, and then created. And again I see there are two airliners currently available. When I go to the manage airline, I see there is a drop box. So this is nothing but the J combo box. I'll show you how this is working at moment. So to view the airliners, we'll go to manage airliners, go here. For this combo box, we are just populating it through populate airliner list. So airliner directory has the list of all the airlines. Okay, and we are using the airliner combo box for that. One more thing is, like, as soon as I click on continue, it goes to the next panel. Okay, for that we're using the card layout. So this is the airliner combo box. We are selecting the get selected item, and then we are going to the next panel over here. Okay, so let me show you here. So right now we have covered register for airliners. Okay, so yeah, we'll continue here. will manage the airplane, will add the airplanes. So as I told you earlier, airplane means for example Airbus 320, likewise. Okay, so Airbus 320 and maybe A3 737 max, like that. I'm just giving the rows and columns for the plane and then creating it. So one airbus already created. Now I'll go to the manage travel schedule. I'll create the schedule for this. I'll create one Boston to New York. Here also we have done the validations for this, that user should not book for the past date. So for example, right now it is 9th of August. Okay, so I'll try to book for 8th. Let me show you. Departure date cannot be the past date. Okay, so I'm just setting it up properly. Okay, I'm selecting morning 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Okay, so okay, now what is telling, enter a valid departure time. So what happened is it's accepting like this. Okay, I'll tell you, this is the way. And oh sorry, yeah, flight schedule is added successfully for Boston to New York. Okay, now I will add the flight and just give the name Boston to NYC. I'll give, I have already the Airbus is 320, and then I'll add the seats for that, just $100. Yeah, so I have added the seats for it for Boston to New York. Flight is created successful. When I go back, I can see here flight Boston to NYC, airline is JetBlue, is created. Now I will add another plane that another flight, that is, I wanted to show you the multi-city thing. So I'll create Boston to NYC and then NYC to San Jose, like that. So I'll go on here, add schedule, and then New York to San Jose. Oh okay, I'll do one thing, San Jose to Dallas and then Dallas to San Jose. So this flight, okay, and another flight Dallas to San Jose. Okay, I've already given that time, so now this time I'll give this active, create. Okay, so now I have 3 flights created. I'll add flights. So now I'll checking NYC to Dallas. I'll add the seats again. Okay, now I need to change here. I need New York to Dallas, and then I'll add the flight, and again I'll select here. I need to change my flight Dallas to San Jose, Dallas to SJC. Okay. Economy. Yeah, we have selected. Okay, so all three flights has been added. You can see here Boston to NYC, NYC to Dallas, and Dallas to San Jose. So my flights has been added. Now I need to, where I was, search for the best flights. Okay, or I can do one thing. I can show you the search and list all flights. I'll go back. I'll go to Manage Travel Agency, view the flights. I can see all the 2 flights. I have filter over here. As soon as I click on search, it will show me. So for example, Boston to New York, I'll search and I'll get this. If I reset I'll see all my flights. So let me show you how this is working. I'll go to search flight. Let me show you the front panel. Alright, this was not the one. This is the master flight schedule. Yeah, master flight. When I click on search flight, it goes here and it's search based on the filters which I've set. So for example, flight number. So this was search flight number. It will take the value from there, that is from here. What is the flight number I'm looking for? And there are various combo box over here also. It will check for those as well, and then give the value and then populate into the master flight list. What is my master flight list? This is the one. Let me show you the name of it. This is the TBL search flight. Okay, wait. TBL search flight, that is nothing but my travel master flight list. Okay, and we are populating whatever flights, whatever the values we want to populate over here, we have selected over here. I mean, we have adjusted our table. Now I have covered Manage Travel Agency. Now I'll go to the Manage Customer. For Manage Customer, first I will create the customer, search for the flights, book for it, check for the multi-city options. Okay, now Manage Customer. I'll add the customer. Okay, so I have added the customer. When I go back, it shows that list of the customers. So let me show you how the background backend code works. I'll go to create customer. So here is my simple form, gpanel form, where I need to fill all the details. So you can see here, create first name is the label name of this one. When I click on create, what happens is it will set the value to the customer object. Okay, let me show you. It's just create. It just checks that whether it's empty or not. We have done the validations, and then it creates the customer object, and then it says set to that getter setter's values using the label names, and then the customer is created successfully. Now how we are populating the manage table, I'll show you. Manage customer booking, we have the populate manage customer. When I click on this, I see that there is one table, TBL manage cust, where we are populating using the getter methods of customer object. Okay, so this is how my manage customer is working. I'll now show you search for the best flight. So basically that is nothing but the booking the flight. Now we have managed the customer, now it is the booking the flight. I click on Boston to New York. This is my one-way trip. Okay, and search for the flight. When I search for this, I see this option. So this where it is coming, I'll show you step by step actually. So this is my search flight J panel. I have three options as I told you. Right now I'm working on the one way. So when I click on search, I have three options as I told you. One way, if I've selected, it will come to this loop, this condition. Okay, and it will populate based on the requirement in this table. Then I'll book it. It goes to this. So when I book this, okay, I missed that. Book flight. Yeah, here you go. I just missed that. But yeah, here you go. When we have selected the search flight, it goes to the next panel. That is this one, which is this page. We are in this page. We are selecting the seat for the customer, and then we have only one drop down. Watch it. This is only one drop down because it is the one way for the seat selection, and there is only one customer. So we'll book the flight. Flight has been booked successfully. Go to the manage booking. So now I have to go to the manage booking. So book customer reservation on a flight. We have booked successfully. We can see here there is one flight which is active. I can view it. I can see the details of it, like seat number, ticket price, and flight details from Boston to New York, etc. I can cancel this booking or I can keep it. If I keep it, I can try to book with the same number of seat, that is A, and see whether it is available or not. Let me show you. This is one of the validations which we have done over here. Okay, so when I book, I don't see the seat A, that is has been locked. So if I want to release that lock, I need to cancel that booking first. I go to the manage booking, view booking, cancel it. So booking cancelled. Now I'll go and check and try to book again the same flight and see whether it is available or not. Yeah, I can see there is A is available now. Now what I want to do is I want to do the multi-destination. I'll add the rows. First I'll go Boston to New York. Okay. Then I'll go New York to Dallas. I'll add another row and it will be Dallas to San Jose. And again I'll search this. All three flights are available and it is showing to me I want to book all three flights. I'll select all three and go to the book. So I can see here three drop downs, flight 3, 6 and 7. I click on flight 3. Yes, I have to select the seat. It selects A seat and the customer name is shown. Okay, then I go to the flight 6 and then it shows New York to Dallas. And again select another seat for that, and then last flight is Dallas to San Jose, and then I select it. And after doing all this, I click on book, and flight has been booked successfully for that person. When I go to the manage booking, I will see the three entries over there. You can see here first entry, one I have already cancelled, which I've shown demonstrated you. And this is the multi-city destination functionality. I'll show you here. View booking, I can see here from Boston to New York, from New York to Dallas. Again, all the details has been given, and then Dallas to San Jose. Okay, so now I'll show you how the multi-city destination is working in the background. So I'll click on search flight. So when I click on search, okay, as I told you, there were three options, right? One way, multi-city, and round trip. And I was selecting on based on the labels. If that is selected, then I have to go to this if condition. If not, I will go to the multi-city condition, and there I'm adding the flight. And after adding the flight, I'm just checking the validations and all, whether I've selected the select source city or not, a select destination or not. Like those are all I'm checking over here. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much for the multi